In case you're new here, I've just been on a big old like month-long travel stint and got home 2 days ago, and I just haven't stopped sleeping, which has actually been great. I slept 12 hours the first night I got back, and then I've just woken up from like I think probably a 10.5 hour sleep, and they're solid sleeps too. So I feel like jet lag recovery is going well because they're all happening like through the night. I'm not napping during the day, so that's good. So I had a good old rest day yesterday. Didn't really do much work, although I did my tax return, which I don't know where that came from. Who does a tax return on the first day back after a massive overseas trip? But I just rolled with it. But now I thought I'd pick the vlog back up and take you guys along for my first week back at home after a big old trip overseas, getting back into my routine, slotting back into life here. Yeah, reconnecting with this lovely little island that I call home. Good morning, baby dog. Good morning, baby dog. Oh, you're a cute girl. You're a cute girl. Did you sleep well like mummy? I think you did. Not so good news, our fridge isn't working. So I really don't know what to have for breakfast, and I want to do like a little shop today, but I just don't know what to buy because the fridge situation. You know what I might do? I'm meeting my friend for a coffee this morning, and she has a big cooler box. So I might ask her to bring her cooler and buy some ice, and then buy a few things like butter and milk and stuff and keep it in the cooler and keep that topped up with ice. I don't know, because it's proving difficult. Like, it just, and I really don't like having coffee before my food in the morning, but there's not really anything I can have. We have got toast. Maybe actually we've got Nutella. I don't even know why we have this. I think I must have bought it for some baking situation. I do resist buying it because I know it is a bit of a killer for the rainforest, isn't it? So it's not a usual purchase of mine, but maybe it's also really, I don't fancy it at all, but I just really don't want to have coffee on an empty stomach. But I'm so excited for my coffee this morning because I'm going to have this home coffee. I got this in Revelstoke in Canada, and my friend Alana lives there, and she said this is like the best coffee ever. We did have a coffee at the home coffee shop in Revelstoke, but I don't know what roast I had, but this one, the flavour notes are Cocoa Pops, caramel and toasted walnuts. Oh! So I'm excited for that. Maybe, yeah, a little bit of Nutella toast and Cocoa Pops coffee would be nice. Before that, I'm going to chug some good old Scottish tap water because Lord knows I've missed this. The friendships you make in your 20s are such like an unexpected joy. No one really warns you about. Yesterday my friend Roz came over for a cuppa, and then I've just met my friend Emily for a coffee. And you know in Jane the Virgin, when she's around like the people, it's usually men, but when she's around people that she loves, like she gets a little glowing gold heart. I genuinely feel that after hanging around with my friends. Like, they are getting me through my jet lag, which is so nice. I just had the best catch up with Emily at Bog Myrtle, and it's donut day, so I got a salted caramel pretzel donut. Bog Myrtle was one of the cafes that Banjo Beale renovated on his series Designing the Hebrides, and it is the actual most perfect place to be on a rainy day. Look at this, she is miserable out there. And Emily brought me her cool box, so I'm going to be able to make some food, which is good. There is a fish van in the car park, so I might get some fish for dinner, you know? I think that could be really nice. But I'm going to sit on Pinterest and find a recipe. I love Pinterest for food recipes, but I've also got the Wishbone Kitchen cookbook arriving this week, so excited to cook some stuff from that. Can you hear that rain? But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do like little and often shops until we've got this new fridge, because the cool box only works for so long. I might also nip into the health food shop today and get some, I think beans, like butter beans and kidney beans and lentils could make up a lot of my food this week as well. So I'm gonna pop down to the health food shop as well. After the co-op, I'm also going to see about an office space, like a shared co-working space,
which I'm so excited about, and hopefully it's like all good. Just in this cafe, and I like saw this room to the side that had like tools and like stuff in it, and I was like, what are you doing with that space? And they said they were thinking about doing a shared workspace, and I was like, please let me know the crack, because I would love that. And now I'm going in to have a look at it today and see what the chat is. So exciting little afternoon in Portree, in a very rainy Portree at that. This is Nuala on a rainy day. Outside. Go on. Oh, Nuala. Outside. Going outside? Good girl. I'll come get you in a minute, okay? Hello. I'm back from Portree. Got a cool box. Emily's the kind of friend that just knows how to do everything. Apparently with cool boxes you like put... She's given me 3 freezer packs, so she says to use 3 of these at a time and then like rotate with the other ones in the freezer, and then you put newspaper on top. I love that she's done this crossword as well. So I got some hake, no it's not hake, monkfish for my dinner. And I'm going to do a monkfish curry. I want to have some meatballs tomorrow, but I'm going to freeze these and then bring them out of the freezer in the morning. I think, well, we've got no fridge, I'll just have to get good with the freezer. Ordered a new one and didn't even check the delivery time. And it's not here till the 29th of July. And right now, this is very out of time. It's like the first week in July. That's a long time to have no fridge, so I might have a shop around and see if there's anywhere that can deliver one sooner, because I'm not sure I can go that long with the cool box. And broccoli. I think I'm gonna do like a butter bean curry at some stage too, so I've got some Philadelphia. I really didn't get too much that needs refrigerated, to be honest, because I'm just gonna leave this butter sitting out. In my butter bean curry I put sun-dried tomatoes in it. So that'll do. Did she say to actually have these on the bottom? I can't remember. They're going on top. I'm gonna put these in the freezer for a boost and then switch them like in the next hour after these have got really cold, because that fish needs to stay fresh. We don't want off fish, do we? I've just actually found 2 ice packs in my freezer, so I'll pop them in so there's extra coldness. Got some baby potatoes, some rice, some jasmine rice. I usually just do plain rice, but I thought some jasmine rice with my curry would be nice. 2 coconut milks. My favourite Twinings tea, their immune support. I don't like use it to boost my immunity. Bonus that it does that. It's the best berry tea I've ever had. Some Thai red curry paste, some onions, some tangerines, some ginger, some tomatoes. Actually they need to go, both of these can go in the fridge, cool box. Lemons and limes. That's the haul. What have you got? What have you got? Drop. Something has come over me that I'm now also, not only have I done my tax return in this first week back, I also have like an insurance thing to change, because I've changed from a sole trader to a limited company. So I just decided today was the day I tackle that. I've been putting it off for absolutely ages, but I've just done it. But she's gonna have to phone me back, because she doesn't, I feel like I never usually experience people not understanding my accent. A lot of Scottish people do get that, but I feel like I have a phone voice in terms of Scottish voices. But she was like, oh, you're really gonna have to slow down for me. And it sounded like she's from England, so it's not like it's her second language or anything. But I think she was also just struggling to process what I meant when I said I was a content creator and influencer. So she's gonna have to phone me back, but glad to be getting that done. Also like on a mission to go through all my payments that come out of my account and make sure I still all need them. So I'm on fire here. Also, soft launch of the new couch. I want to do a proper reveal. I just realised I'm filming on this new couch that people might not recognise. This is my view currently of our old couch. We're giving our old couch to our friends who their baby is due literally tomorrow, which is so exciting, and they don't have a sofa in their house. So that's going to them, but obviously like they're in the thick of it right now. They're not wanting to think about receiving a sofa. So Need to figure out when to get that to them. So the living room's looking a bit crazy just now, so I haven't been able to do a grand reveal of this lovely new sofa. But hopefully soon. I've got my recipe up for dinner. I'm doing a Jamie Oliver recipe. How good does that look? I'm so excited. I've never cooked with monkfish before. Lol at me starting that with the tiniest spoon possible. So I've just got it marinating in some lime zest, some turmeric and some salt just now, and lime juice as well. And I'm listening to an audiobook. It's called Cult Bride, what's it called again? Called Cult Bride, How I Was Brainwashed and How I Broke Free. This was what got me through the drive back from Edinburgh to Skye after my long haul flight from Canada. So I'm enjoying it. I think there's also a podcast if you're not wanting to commit to the whole audiobook, but I'll put the audiobook and this curry recipe in the caption and I'll keep you posted how it turns out.
Morning Proverbs in a chic outfit.
Here she is. I've done little tastes, not entirely sure it's how I want the flavours to be. It's my first monkfish curry, so gotta start somewhere. I tell a lie, that was actually really delicious. Like I said, I used the Jamie Oliver recipe, but I didn't have loads of the things that he used. For example, fenugreek seeds, tamarind paste, tamarind syrup. I have cardamom pods, but I needed to crush them in a pestle and mortar and I couldn't be bothered doing that. Ground nut oil and curry leaves. So I just used this red Thai curry paste and it worked out really well. So if you're looking at the recipe and you're like, oh god, you can just sub for that. My lower back has been so sore since I got home. Must have been just like the long flight and sitting up and not being able to get comfy. So it would just be silly to not have myself a little bath. This shower oil from L'Occitane as bubble bath, like it bubbles up so well. I've got some Borders biscuits, I've got a cup of tea, and I'm somehow still reading Butter. But I'm hoping to get it finished this week because I'm ready to move on to another book now. Also, I've got some roses from my garden. One of the roses that I planted before I left is absolutely thriving and that made me so happy. Got like so many more roses on it as well. So I'm gonna hop in this bath now. I literally run my bath as like just only the hot tap. And it's usually burning me when I first get in, but then it becomes the perfect temperature after a few minutes. I stopped vlogging because I've been doing a whole lot of nothing. Although not really nothing, just boring stuff, not vlog worthy. I'm making dinner just now. Pork meatballs and curry. Not a standard recipe, but it's happening here tonight. We just had our friends over because they came and picked up our old sofa. And they brought these flowers and I'm just struggling to figure out what vase to put them in. I think I need one with like a smaller top, or maybe do I need to cut them shorter? Or do I need to get some foliage from the garden? I don't know. I went and grabbed some of this. It's so dark today, by the way. It's literally a really, really depressing day. It's so grey, so rainy, so windy, it's cold. There's actually a heat wave in London. This is what the weather report is for Skye. I think I'm going to shorten some of these. That's better. So yeah, the friend that we gave the couch to is literally her due date tomorrow, which is really exciting. And she brought these lovely flowers over, which is so kind of her. It was quite the operation. I had to go out our bedroom window. We managed. Oh, they broke their parking brake in our driveway, which was a bit of a shame. I literally was like hanging out the window greeting them and then heard them pull on the brake and it made this like tearing sound, and it was their parking brake. Oh, I'm happy with that. That was cute. I might even get some more of that pink stuff. This is what I was saying, like my goal is with the garden is just to have stuff like this that I can just grab and have in the house to look gorgeous. Oh, I'm so chuffed. Cookie. There's them. I'm going to put them up on this windowsill, I think. I wonder if I should move one. I don't know if there is another one that's out actually. When that one comes out, it's going to look so nice. I wonder if it needs shortened a little bit actually. Yeah, when this guy blooms, he's going to look gorge, and that's a wee card from them too. It was actually Friday night, and we're heading to a music festival tomorrow. There is like a little pre-session tonight, but I'm feeling like the emotional come down of jet lag today. You know, I've got over all the physical stuff I feel, but also prepared with this weather, I'm just like, oh, I'm just not feeling it today. So we never really fully committed to going to the Friday night anyway, but tomorrow we're there with bells on, we're volunteering, and it's going to be so good. I cannot wait. It's drams in the field. My friend Katie has organised it, and she has just put her soul into it and done such a good job, and I'm so proud of her, and I can't wait to see it all come together. I'm gutted for her that the weather's not great, but hopefully tomorrow it'll be better. Here we are. Actually, now that it's all together, it doesn't feel quite as random as I thought. I'm drams in the field already. I went all out on the Barber and the festival vibe. So Barber bucket hat, Barber jacket, Barber wellies, charity shop skirt and Harley jumper. And I'm absolutely buzzing and I can't wait to get there now. I'm volunteering from 1 till 3 doing the parking, and then we'll be off duty and ready to enjoy the festival. So I'll take you along when I can. Obviously copyrighted music and whatnot, but we'll see what we can do. Cute outfit has quickly been ruined by the weather. We have some blue sky coming out. I am absolutely drenched. From Glenelg. This is standard Glenelg. It's very just all the sheep on the road. She's there, don't worry. Last night was an absolute hoot. Not the freshest this morning, but it's been worse. But just heading along back to the festival field just now to help with the pack down, and so like a hangover breakfast in the village hall, and then there's going to be tunes at the ferry station today. How much we manage today, unsure, but we'll try. But we do need to be back on Skye about dinner time because we are having a roast dinner at a friend's house. So we've got that to look forward to today, and a hangover to slowly cure. Just crossing the river just now, and then that's where the festival was there, and then that's where I was doing all my parking. I've got myself a hell of a lot more freshened up than what I've been feeling today. I'm actually just up from an hour-long nap, which was very much needed. It's now 5 o'clock and I'm heading to a friend's at 6:30 for a Sunday roast. So without that nap, I think I would have been flagging for that. I'm actually feeling really good and energized now. So thank God for naps. I used some new shampoo and conditioner. It's from Living Proof, and they actually sent me a whole box of stuff. I used their volumizing spray before, which I really liked, but they sent me like loads of things. They've also sent me a dry shampoo, and then it's like a deep conditioner that you use after your standard conditioner, and a triple bond complex hair strengthener. And after using the shampoo and conditioner, my hair feels so good. So I think I may have found a new favourite, and it just like was so easy to style, and I'm a fan. The festival yesterday was so good. It did pour with rain for the best part of the day, but there was like a little covered tent area. We were in for a while, and then I just looked outside and like there was a lot of people about, but not a lot of people around the stage because everyone was in the kind of covered areas, and there was some absolute legends out dancing in the rain. And I was like, I have been a bridesmaid at enough weddings to know that we need to get out there and dance right now. Because like your friend that's organising an event, I feel like it's your duty to get your butt up on the dance floor and encourage other people to do the same. So we got out, we danced in the rain, and you know what, once you're wet, once you're soaked, you're soaked. So we're drenched. Well, actually, to be honest, barber jackets are so waterproof and amazing that we weren't drenched through to the skin. My hair was just something wet. We had our waterproof trousers on too, so we really weren't too drenched. But it was a wee shame that there was no let up in the weather, and it's been nice and dry today. But probably like learn more things that you need to know in a rainy festival than you would a sunny one. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe there's other challenges when it's like sunny, but I just feel like for our first year, probably like good to start on like a, is it good to start on a challenge? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but everything went fine regardless of there being a big hurdle, like terrible weather. The combination of being a little bit hungover and having no fridge makes me so grateful to not be thinking about having to make dinner right now and just turning up at my friends and having dinner provided by a friend tonight. The friend that is hosting the dinner as well is releasing a cookbook, which I will link below. It's the Cuil cookbook. Claire is the owner of Cuil, which I rave and go on about a lot on this channel. But yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned that she is bringing out a cookbook, so that's some exciting news. And yeah, it's still the pre-order stage. Having a sister who is also currently in the book releasing journey of her life, I'm realising how important pre-orders are, because like I think that's how bookshops choose if they're going to stock your book, etc. Like it really determines a lot with how things go with the book. So get your pre-order on the go for the Cuil cookbook. I always only need to use the tiniest bit of that Rare Beauty blush. That's one dab of my hand spaced out across my whole face, and I feel like it's still too much. I think I really want to move to Glenelg, you know. It's like one of my favourite places in the world, and I just love the community there. And I toy with this idea all the time, but there's really not a lot of houses there, to be honest, and lots and lots of second home ownership. So if anyone watching this has a little second home in Glenelg, they want to sell to someone that wants to live there and be an absolute legend, hit me up. Probably never gonna happen, but let's shoot my shot. This week was like meant to be like getting back into my routine week, and I really actually don't feel back in my routine yet. I still feel a bit all over the place. Cooking is such a big part of my routine, and having no fridge this week probably has made me feel like the routine's been out the window. Also, I quite often get people asking about like Scottish band recommendations. The bands that were playing last night, so there was Loudon Mackay, I think his name is Loudon Mackay. He's a local guy, can often be found playing in a local pub called the Cuil. He actually went on stage with Bill Bailey. Like Bill Bailey was going through the Highlands for some reason, and I mean probably just on holiday because it's gorgeous and who wouldn't. And he went into the Cuil and Loudon was playing some tunes, and then I think Bill Bailey then was playing a belly drum, and he got Loudon onto the stage with him, which is so cool. And so he was playing with his band Carnan, and he was also doing some singing, and I'd heard him play a lot, but never heard him sing. And he's an absolutely brilliant singer, so I really enjoyed him. We then had Frass, who sadly I was at the pub warming up because I got such a chill. Like I could not get heat back in my hands after the car parking shift, and I was like, I need to go to the pub and warm up. So I miss them sadly, but they're great. And then we had Andanza Dub, who are like reggae trad, very cool. And then there was Face the West. So those are 4 great bands to check out. I'll also link my playlist that I used to play when I was a tour guide. That's got lots of Scottish bands. I'm actually heading back to Ireland. When I was in Ireland last time, I was trying to find bands like these ones in Scotland, like kind of more contemporary, newer trad bands. I was only finding like really old, really traditional stuff, which amazing, love that. But if anyone is Irish and knows of like kind of new trad bands I should be listening to as I'm driving around Ireland, please let me know. It is another work trip to Ireland, and it is to Donegal. I was just popping on some setting spray. It's this L'Oreal Infallible stuff, and I was putting it on my face, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use this on my hair as well because I don't have any hairspray at the minute. And I swear this stuff is just hairspray for your face. So it's holding the hair and the face in place tonight. These are all from our garden. I'm so happy with that. That's like everything I wanted to achieve from a garden. Right here, that's our little hosting gift. Oh, good one. And this bottle of wine.